Gamers are not buying trash anymore, and it's starting to cause companies to panic. They're trying to find ways to get more people in game and boost their player numbers, and that is exactly what is happening with Bioware and Bandai Namco, because now as mounting evidence points to poor sales, Bioware has partnered with NVIDIA to give Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free, and we also just saw the same thing happening with Unknown 9 Awakening. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, this isn't particularly shocking, at least in my opinion, simply because companies, yes, are struggling right now. Gamers are not buying trash anymore. Gamers are not pre-ordering games the way that they used to, and we're really waiting to see more concrete evidence when it comes to upcoming launches and when they're putting out trailers that are primarily cinematic and they do not feature gameplay. People are not going to be happy. People are not going to pre-order based on that. And we are seeing the quality of games tank. Yes, there are still AAA, really high quality experiences launching, but they're fewer and far between. And now BioWare seems to be kind of panicking over Dragon Age the Veilguard, because when you have a game that everyone wants, when you have a game that you are feeling confident in, you don't just give it away for free, and that's what they're doing. It says NVIDIA announced it partnered with BioWare and EA to give Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free with the purchase of a GeForce Now Ultimate bundle, as evidence grows that the game is not selling well. On its blog, NVIDIA shared that you can, receive this game if you purchase 6 months of GeForce Now Ultimate. And of course, this is not the first time that NVIDIA has done this. Over the years, we've seen many different games be bundled with many different things, like graphics cards, like, of course, this NVIDIA Now Ultimate bundle. I see games bundled very frequently with things like Blue Yeti microphones and working with companies like Logitech, but it's still not a particularly good look, especially when we are hearing rumors circulating that this game is not selling the way that they expected, that the pre-orders are actually extremely bad for this game. Now, of course, these are just rumors, take them with a grain of salt, but when you see a company responding in this way and bundling their game with this service, to me, it just screams that they are not feeling particularly confident in this title's launch. It says this bundle announcement comes in the wake of a number of metrics indicating that the game's pre-order sales are not doing well and interest in the game is low. Stuttering Craig, the host and owner of Side Scrollers, revealed information from his retailer Insider that the game had only received a total of 1,957 pre-orders between both Xbox and PlayStation 5. My retail insider says physical copies are not better. Between both the Gold and Standard Edition in their 800 plus stores, they have just under 2,000 pre-orders between the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. And of course, I always have to mention this, 80% of games are purchased digitally now, but on the flip side, we do still have that 20%, and I am part of that 20%. I always try to purchase physical copies of games whenever I can, and there are still a dedicated group of gamers out there who also do, because we do want to kind of delay the inevitable turn to an all-digital future. It's not a future I personally want to support, but when you are still hearing that over 800 stores have barely scraped together 2,000 pre-orders, it really is not a good look. And a retail insider who manages over 900 stores also shared with That Park Place that the numbers are 3 times less than what Dragon Ball Sparking Zero did in the lead up to its release on October 10th, 2024. And keep in mind, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero had a lot less marketing. The mainstream media was not covering that game the way that they are covering the Veilguard, and I do ultimately think that the culture war has severely damaged this game's sales. I do think that when gamers hear about top surgery scar toggles and they hear writers attacking gamers, it's not going well. It's not going well for these companies. There are plenty of people out there who are sick and tired of companies trashing us, of shoving identity politics into things like character creation systems. And sure, maybe this game will come out and it will be amazing, but it's not looking like they're feeling confident in this. And another game that had just released and was an epic failure had the same thing happen. Unknown 9 Awakening. Yennefer's actress was in this game. Oh boy, I live streamed a full playthrough. It was freaking terrible, but we knew that they actually were giving away copies of this game. As you can see right here, purchase select MSI products and get Unknown 9 Awakening for free. And this was never supposed to be as big of a game as something like Veilguard, but if we just take a quick peek over on the Steam charts, it's got 138 people in game, and the all-time peak was 285. And if you go to the all reviews over on Steam, a vast amount of them were marked as this reviewer received Unknown 9 Awakening for free. Tons of people receiving this product for free, and even they hated it. Like many others, it seems I got this game as part of a bundle for a recent AMD purchase. So they were just throwing copies of this game away in order to, hopefully for them, boost the player numbers, and that clearly did not happen. And when you're creating trash, people are not going to show up. Even if you hand this game to them for free, they are not going to give you a more positive rating. They're not going to sit here and say, well, because it's free, I think it's actually kind of worth playing. No. People did not even want to play the entirety of the game, although they got it for free. And this is a trend that I think, are going to continue to see. I do think that there are a lot of companies who are just trying to find ways to boost their player numbers, and that is exactly what is happening right now with Dragon Age the Veilguard, with Unknown 9 Awakening, and it wouldn't particularly shock me if even going forward we see this happen with titles that have had severe controversies surrounding them. I mean, with Unknown 9 Awakening, we of course know that Bandai Namco purchased Reflector specifically for this game, though it did focus heavily on DEI. We know with Dragon Age the Veilguard, they of course have added things in like the top surgery scar toggles, proving that they want their character creator to appeal to mentally ill individuals, and they're more focused on, again, DEI instead of creating a genuinely good product, because the mainstream media was highlighting this option. And they simply could have put it into a set of scar options and it be there, not highlight it with a toggle, but that's not how they decided to market this game. So I will be keeping my eye on this situation to see if this is offered for free anywhere else, or if there's even any more upcoming games that have been announced to be offered for free, whether it's with an NVIDIA or an MSI or a Logitech. But I definitely do think that this is a trend that we're going to see happen more, because companies are desperate to pump up their player numbers. But if it's going to work, I don't think so. Only time will tell. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.